Hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. So today in this video I wanted to talk about and share my take on being in a VTuber drama since I have now been in a VTuber drama, my own drama, which happened recently, a few months back. So I wanted to share my thoughts on VTuber dramas in general and my side of take on all of that and everything. Even though I have made my thoughts about my drama situation clear on my 2 hour long video I had made to address my drama situations and everything. So that still applies, but yeah, I still wanted to share some parts of it here as well. So people who are watching this video kind of gets to know how I think and how I see when it comes to VTuber dramas in general. Hi. So let's start. So before we talk about my experience of being in a VTuber drama, I would like to talk about VTuber dramas in general, such as if you are someone who is new to watching VTubers and such on YouTube or other platforms. Just like you guys, I also was into VTubers. I love watching VTuber content, whether it be live streams or whether it be clips on YouTube or short form content and such. It is fun, isn't it? But also, what you don't see on YouTube and such is like on Twitter and such, sometimes if you're active on Twitter, you kind of see a different side when it comes to VTubing, that is like these VTuber dramas and such. And yeah, when I was new to this VTuber rabbit hole, I didn't know much about these. I was only focusing on supporting my Oshis and watching VTubers and enjoying and having a good time. No? And yeah, over time, I noticed that after I became a VTuber, I noticed that there's a lot of dramas and this and that kind of experiences and stuff happens in this space, such as like whether it be the Japanese community or the Western community or the Chinese or Korean community of VTubing. There's always going to be some sort of drama or some sort of clashes between two people or some whether it be like uh disputes between two VTubers or company versus VTuber, so and so, bad experiences or like call out documents, this and that, right? We see that everywhere nowadays when it comes to VTubing and such. And when I started my VTubing journey and such, I've been noticing these kind of dramas and stuff on Twitter a lot. And it got me thinking like, these kind of stuff, a lot of people are like kind of actively invested to know what's up, right? Like they want to know this tea and spice, like what's the cup of tea going on and what's the spicy drama this time kind of thing, whether it be on Reddit, 4chan, or Twitter, or even on YouTube too. You see a lot of people talking about these VTuber dramas. And it got me thinking like, these kind of stuff happens a lot and people are so invested into this. And also I noticed that they once the drama happens, they are like super highly traffically active at that point of time. And once the drama dies down, they all leave and they all forget or they all move on to their usual things and such. And when another drama happens, they all quickly jump in and really high traffic of people talking about it like that. No, yeah, I was always fascinated by these VTuber drama thingy which was happening all these years. I noticed on Twitter, especially like the EN VTuber, Western VTubing side of things, like so much drama, so much people's experiences, this and that. I mean, in a way, even though I don't interact or use Twitter much, I am more of someone who consumes other people's stuff, like see their posts and this, that. I never reply of some sort. It's like a rare occasion if I reply to someone's tweet or post and stuff. But yeah, but yeah, I tend to think about it like, this person is now being called out or is in a drama right now. How would their mentality be right now, this very second? Like, how are they feeling? How will they address this thing? Like, there's so many people are waiting and expecting them to respond or their uh, like response to the situation, this and that, and how they'll deal with it and such, right? I always wondered, like, these creators are so strong to like face these kind of backlashes and dramas they encounter, and I was always fascinated by how strong people are in this scene, because I myself is more of a emotionally sensitive person, and I could never imagine myself getting into a drama. But well, I did get into a drama, didn't I? Yeah. I will talk about my side later, but let me finish what I was saying, okay? So, like, I used to think about from their POV, how they will be feeling and such, and also from the other parties' POV, like people who comment and stuff. Now, what they are trying to say, like, what do they mean, like from the haters' perspective and from the supporters' perspective. I'm like a overthinker who thinks so much about these stuff because I never experienced something like that at that point of time when I started VTubing around 2020 onwards. I never experienced it. So I was like fascinated about it. And I always kept thinking about it. What if I was in a drama? How will I face it? What if someone drops a Google Doc on me? How will I react? How will I face it? Will I be strong enough to confidently face it and address the situation, this and that? Can I handle hate comments? Can I handle haters? People who dislike me, or people who resent me, or hate me, or people who are jealous of me and wants to take me down, or people who want me to suffer mainly. Yeah. It's more like I was like ignoring the good sides of streaming and VTubing and everything, but also keeping an eye and expecting, oh, I'm not good and trained enough to face these kind of hardships or obstacles when it comes to these hatred and hate comments and stuff. When will I get that moment for me? I feel like I need that sort of experience for me to grow as a creator, like getting hated on, this and that. So I used to think about it a lot back when I was starting to VTube and stuff. And I used to share about this to people I was close with. Like, what if I get called out? What if I'm being called out as a creep? What if I get called out in a Google document? What if some big drama tuber calls me out or whatever? Or what if a friend of mine out of nowhere decides to drop a video about me which is full of hate and they resent me and they cut me off and like this and that. My thoughts were going crazy, not gonna lie. And when it comes to me, let me give you a small sort of brief story. When it comes to me, when initially got into VTubing and like was into watching VTubers, that was around 2019 period. So I was streaming on Twitch. That was the time where I was casually streaming. I was not a VTuber. I was just a streamer with no face cam or sometimes uses my voice. I was still training how to stream and stuff. No, I used to play Apex and such. There was a VTuber concert of Minato Aqua. It was a Minato Aqua solo live concert. I love watching Minato Aqua, so I thought of supporting her by watch alonging her concert and such. I didn't know like there were like strict rules and regulations when it comes to these VTuber concerts and such. And that was why that was my biggest mistake I made at that time. Like, I didn't know, I didn't research well. I streamed it, I changed my title, I made a full OBS setup to show how much I love Minato Aqua. So many people tuned in when the moment I changed my stream title to like Minato Aqua Swallow Life Watch Along, and all of them are expecting that, oh, I bought the paid ticket and this guy is streaming while breaking the rules or something. I didn't know there were rules or this and something like a ticket and stuff. I was like, I actually wanted to enjoy watching my Oshi with other people who also enjoy watching this VTuber I love and support. Yeah. And I got scolded by people in the Discord server I was in, which was a VTuber fan server. And I didn't know you are not supposed to stream this kind of thing. And I apologized to the moderators, and also I said in my chat as well. So many people were typing. There were like 191 people who came by that day on August of 2019 to watch this concert thingy on my channel because they thought I was streaming the paid one. And when the 30-minute mark, so when it comes to VTuber concerts, there's like a free to watch portion and a paid portion. So free to watch portion always is like 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes will be free, and the second half after the 30-minute mark it will be paid. You have to pay for the watching ticket. So yeah, when that pay up you have to pay to watch kind of pop-up showed up, everyone was like, oh, this guy doesn't have the full version. He didn't buy the tickets, and everyone was like, "Oh, we got fooled. Why are we here? This guy is like cloud chasing this and that." That's the first time ever I got hated on the internet ever, and it made me feel so bad because I didn't genuinely know, and I felt so bad, and it affected me a lot ever since then. I even wanted to wipe and erase myself from this planet kind of thingy, like not be JoqniX anymore. I was it was at a point where I wanted to give up on Jock and everything just because of this one single accident. I changed my Twitch username to something else so I can not so I can make sure that Jock is not affected or something. That was like a dumb move from me back then. So yeah, and ever since then I was scared to even stream. It took me like 2 months to come back to streaming and such. But when I came back, I thought of trying out VTubing either ways because I loved watching VTubers. I also wanted to become one. So yeah. And in my journey as a VTuber too, I encountered a lot of people who like a lot of bad moments in a way. And as a sensitive person, it was hard, honestly. I used to vent a lot to the people who were friends at that time, and I was close with them, and I used to talk about everything which happened because they went a lot like, oh, this and this happened, why am I this easy, why do I get hurt this easily and such, because in a way I myself don't want to be in the situation where I get actually hurt by a single comment or single person's hate thingy, right? That's when I noticed that, yeah, I'm not someone who's mentally stable to be able to handle these sorts of situations. Because when you think about it, if you're being a public persona, public creator who is entertaining the audience publicly online, and you're a creator, you're a content creator, and you're a content creator and a VTuber, your job is to entertain people and stuff. Obviously, there is gonna be people who will have opposite opinions about you, like not just the supportive point of view, but also opposition point of view, right? Some people will hate you, some people will feel jealous that you are achieving a lot, this and that. That's what generally happens, right? And I always felt like I'm not ready to face these kind of things and stuff, right? And when it comes to me in my journey as an Indian VTuber, I was in a situation where I got put into this title of being a forefather of Indian VTubing, or someone who helped shape this community and this and that, right? Because of the BBC news article about Indian VTubers, which I was the face of it. And then I made multiple spaces for other Indian VTubers to talk and interact with, like the Twitter group and the Discord server, this and that, and was seen as one of the OG VTubers who was there from 2020 ever since the Nijisanji IN came and didn't work out, right? So there were like a lot of expectations or kind of responsibilities that, yeah, you are put into this place. You are someone who made the server. You are someone who everyone trusts and hears your words about and stuff, because you have done so much for this community. So that pressure was there, no? So back when I was new to the community too, like 2020 onwards, there were countless of dramas within this community. And most of the time, I was told to be involved into it, to solve it, this and that, because in some sort of way, it's also my responsibility to uh, do my part in it and this and that. Or whenever I see some people causing trouble, I genuinely want to like tell them to like not fight and make up and just admit your mistakes and stuff and be better, rather than like being hateful towards the other person, and just do your own thing and not do these drama, this and that, right? That's how I would want it, and that's how I used to tell others too, like not to get yourself into drama, this and that, this and that. Yeah. And over time, I noticed that around those years of being in this space, I used to get into a lot of dramas, which are not mine, but others, but still, because I used to involve myself in these dramas, I get marked as like I was in this borderline of being in this blacklist or something for some people, because I was being involved into a lot of dramas in this space, and people wanted to like not associate with me because they feel like I'm a threat or something. Like, Jock, you're a good person and all, but still, I don't want you to suffer and like get involved in other people's drama and stuff. It's bad for my reputation or my channel and stuff. That's what others were talking about now. And when I got told about this, I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to be like that, right? And yeah, I had some fair shares of mistakes happen in this community as well, like with the Discord server, or getting other people involved into some things I shouldn't have involved them into. And but still, those were like experiences. No, I learned a lot from that, and ever since then, because of that instances of people saying that they don't want to see me in drama or get hurt more, it's like I don't want to be seen as this title I am put on by others, but because I mainly wanted my JoqniX to be like a experience where I just do my own thing and I make people happy and smile. That's what an entertainer is supposed to do. Like, I'm not like a community builder or a community representative or something, right? My main goal with VTubing is to be an entertainer, and that's what I want to be, right? And yeah, and I honestly wanted to get out of this position for a longest time, because this title of being the face of Indian VTubing, this and that, some people didn't like that. Some people were okay, fine with it, and they respected me a lot, this and that. But still, I wanted no part in it, honestly, because I didn't like how dramatic this VTubing space is. Already I've seen enough from this EN VTuber space, and this IM VTuber space is also being like that. It was too much for me, right? And then my drama comes out of nowhere. Honestly speaking, I've also mentioned in my that 2 hour truth video as well, some main points of this, my honest takes on that situation. But also, I want to say, like, yeah, I never expected myself to be in this situation where this sort of serious, this sort of hostility, this sort of pressure I'm running out of words, but a lot of things to happen now. Because, see, I used to get hurt from one or two hate comments, and that used to affect me for a week. I kept on thinking about the hate, negative things, what people say about me, more than people who praise and appreciate the good things about me and such. And that person, that kind of person, me, being put in a place where countless of people I trusted and talked a lot with, had history with, like made a lot of good memories with over throughout my VTubing experience, seeing a lot of them go against me and type so much, and random people out of nowhere who doesn't even watch me comes in, because it's a drama, no, it's spicy, it's hot tea, it's trending drama, and my drama had spread like wildfire, even though it's not that big like those Ian VTuber dramas, or those VTuber dramas which most bigger drama tubers cover and stuff. It was like a small P little drama when it comes to mine, but still it spread like wildfire. It spread to a lot of people I was connected with in this VTubing journey I started, right? And everyone knew. And that was a lot to take in for me, right? So, yeah, it was hard, honestly, genuinely speaking. Like, I thought, all these years, I was like, in a way, it's bad for me to say this, but all this time I was waiting for an experience where I could experience this kind of hate moment or drama again, to see and check how strong have I gotten, right? And this happens, and it completely came out of nowhere, and it broke me so much. But also I am glad, honestly speaking, as a sensitive person who was unstable and emotionally like unstable and sensitive and didn't know how to react and how to face these kind of thingy. I'm glad I took the therapy for whatever I experienced throughout the years in my VTubing journey, all the dynamics between people and stuff, like I mentioned in my 2 hour video about my drama. Like, I'm glad I took that therapy, because if I didn't, I would have done something stupid. Yeah, something stupid. And also, I would have even quit Jock, even though I really don't want to quit. I would have taken that decision to quit. I'm glad I didn't even today, right? I'm glad I didn't do it. Then I realized over time, now these days I was like, even though I'm preparing to come back to streaming after my drama stuff, everything, I was recollecting and thinking about all the situations, whatever happened now, right? I was thinking about it, and I realized that, yeah, I am strong. I went through a lot of rough things, like IRL wise, childhood stuff, family stuff, then online wise, this VTuber thingies, community wise drama, and people drama, and also now this my drama happened out of nowhere, right? For those who didn't know, or who are watching this video for the first time and haven't watched or know what happened with me, I got accused and called out as a pedophile and a groomer towards 16-year-olds and such, which was fully false. It is all fully debunked already. And my side of the story is on my channel. It is the truth video, which is a black screen, a black thumbnail video. Feel free to watch it to understand the whole situation, how I got assassinated by the Indian VTuber community and people I trusted and cared a lot, and how I got framed and how it affected my IRL life and also my everything I've built so far for JoqniX and everything. So yeah, coming back, I'm glad I realized that I am stronger now to face these obstacles in my life, whether it be the VTubing drama stuff which happened, IRL stuff happened, everything, right? It's good that I've become stronger over time. I am someone who failed to recognize my own efforts and my own good things about myself. But still, even today, I'm knowing and having that recognition that, yeah, I faced through these obstacles and situations confidently. Even if I was lacking in some places, I was not mentally stable enough and such, but still, I chose to man up and face those situations rather than running away, right? And that itself is a good thing. That's a good thing. I was not being avoidant. Rather than being avoidant, I was being straightforward, right? And yeah, my experience with being in a VTuber drama, it was really something. And I feel like, yeah, even though now it was one drama, who knows if I will ever have more dramas to come or something. You never know, right? There will still be people who will be against me, still be people who don't like me and still jealous of me and wants to take me down. But still, what is my job as an entertainer? I'm supposed to provide you guys with content and stuff, and I do my own thing. Whatever I feel like doing and whatever I enjoy and passionate about, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? And I hope over time I'll slowly build this shield or mental tolerance towards these hate comments and stuff, right? Because I don't want myself to be controlled or by it. As in, I know my emotions control me all the time, but still, I don't want to be controlled by those negative emotions and such caused by whatever happened and everything, right? Yeah. And my take on this is like, I know that there are a lot of people in the VTubing space or in the content creator space that some people like to cause drama or want to cover drama or want to do drama stuff or do these sort of dramatic things for clout and for more clicks and more viewers. Right. As I said in the beginning of this video, like, yeah, when it comes to dramas and everything, people love and enjoy it for some reason, right? The hot tea, the spicy new drama, what's new in the for today, right? Yeah. And I'm like, I don't see myself as someone who would do that actively or something. Like someone who wants to cause drama for clicks and stuff, because that's not who I am and that's not how I want to be remembered. Right. For me, I wanted my journey to be a genuine one where I get remembered for my own efforts I put in, the hard work I put in into VTubing and whatever I want to create for my audience. So that's the sort of thing I want, right? For some people, it's different. Some people want that easy way of having viewers and clicks and this and that, right? But yeah, it is what it is. I respect the people who chose to go down that line, but it is their own thing, right? There are a lot of ups and downs and like in that path as well. And about the track record, right? Like I would say, track record as a VTuber is important for you to have opportunities, right? Whatever you say and do in this public space online, like if you have a good track record, you're good to get into an agency or get higher good opportunities, right? When you're put into this bad track record, where you have this track records of bad moments, this and that, where you're into a drama or this, you said this and that, which caused a lot of backlash and stuff. A lot of people will cut you down, cut you off, like when it comes to brands or opportunities, will be excluding you, right? But I feel like, yeah, but I feel like even if bad records happen, if you have shown to the people like you have changed and you're better and you moved on, you have grown as a creator, then yeah, it is good because we all are humans, we all make mistakes and stuff, we grow every day, not like growth in like height or something, but like growth in personality and behavior and mentality, right? Every day we all are consuming internet and learning new things. So just like that, you learn and adapt. That's what I think about when it comes to all of this. I kept on talking so much, huh? I hope I didn't go into tangents here and there or repeated myself here and there. But yeah, this is my take on how did it feel to be in a VTuber drama? And also, like, I would just want to say, like, yeah, when it comes to my experience, I still haven't returned to streaming. Right, I probably by the uploading this video, probably like within a week or two, I would have been started to stream on my channel and stuff. So I don't know how things will be going. Like, of course, people will have a lot of questions since my case was a serious one, right? And it's not like your usual VTuber drama, like he said, she said, or like some call outs and stuff, right? This is more like my side, it's more serious. And yeah, so I don't know if people will still accept me back or still choose to listen to what I have to say or whatever. There are always gonna be people who hate me. People will still call me names in that flag, this and that. But it is what it is now. What I can do is to keep on adapting and keep on moving forward. Because in a way, this downfall I encountered is a big one and it will be there in my journey. Like, yeah, I had a failure, but I'm not gonna give up because of a failure. I'm gonna stand up for myself and I'm gonna rise up, take another step in this staircase of this path I'm going forward. Oh, yeah. And to those who are listening, thank you for listening. If you're reached this much, I know it's a long video, go man. But yeah, if you ever found yourself into a drama and stuff, okay, don't be scared to open up what you want to say and stuff. Yeah, of course, you have to be careful what you say and everything, because, yeah, in my case, I had to be really careful what I have to say and address, right? And the way I addressed it, it was confusing for many, and hence the video helped for people to understand, right? Yeah. And I would suggest to the people who want to start VTubing or VTubers who are already streaming and are already doing VTubing and such, or content creators in general, like, yeah, it's way better not to get involved into dramas and such. Like, think about it, the ultimate goal. Do you want to be remembered as someone who had this sort of drama, or do you want to be remembered for your own efforts and such, right? Like for these VTubers we all watch and enjoy, like these bigger names like Hololive and stuff, why do we still remember them? It's not because they are in Hololive, but also because of their efforts. No, they achieved something. Yeah, they're in an environment where they're in a big company and stuff, but still, their activities, their efforts matter, right? That's why they have a larger audience and fan base, right? Even if you're starting out, too, the people who watch you and stuff, they want to remember you by in some way, right? Yeah. Your journey, your experiences, everything is like a way for them to remember you by. That's my whole take on this whole thing. Hi. So yeah, I will be returning to streaming. I just wanted to like make this video because I felt like I wanted to talk about it. It wasn't. I just woke up. It's like 3 a.m. right now. I was like, yeah, I have something to say. I wanna record a video up now, and here I am. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one, everyone. はい、見てくれてありがとう。JoqniX でした。またね